More often than not, people find themselves sorted off into different categories: nations, faiths, ethnicities, classes, cultures, and all varieties of subcultures, and even more. Whether we're divided by choice or not, the problematic nature of groups that people are in is that it leaves others out. And sometimes, people slip through the cracks of groupings, both natural and man-made. With all the places and spaces that people can identify with, it's still so easy to feel like we don't belong.
For those in Hayward, Castro Valley, San Francisco, or Oakland, Richmond or Fremont.
For the West Coasters, the East Coasters, the Southerners, and those from the Midwest.
Para todos aquellos con memorias, para todos aquellos niños con memorias de Guatemala, El Salvador, México, para todos de Centroamérica y Suramérica.
For the native whose ancestors were entrusted with this land.
For those whose deepest roots are in Africa and have found themselves here by their own choice or that of someone else's.
For the Pacific Islander, for all those of vast Asian heritage.
For those of European descent.
Whether that history feels distant or nearby.
For those families with one parent or two, or for those who have blended families.
For the couples and for the singles.
For the widow and the widower, for the orphan and those who have lost children, for the foster parent and the foster child.
For the individuals and the families sleeping in their cars at night or on the streets. For those who have a roof over their heads at night.
For those practicing the Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, or Buddhist faiths, or for those from all other faiths.
For those who are transgender, lesbian, gay, bisexual, or straight.
For the documented, those with visas, green cards, passports, and birth certificates. For the undocumented with no papers.
For those who have rejected or have been rejected by faiths of all kinds. For those whose faith in the divine plays little in their daily lives.
For those who have struggled with addictions in the past, and for those who are struggling with addictions right now, and for those who will face addictions in the future.
For those who are able-bodied, and those who are uniquely abled.
For those diagnosed with mental illness, and for those affected by mental illness.
For the 4-year-olds, the 24-year-olds, the 44-year-olds, the 84-year-olds, you belong.
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 Ustedes pertenecen.
You belong.
You belong.
All that makes and shapes who you are speaks to the irrevocable truth that you matter, that you are valuable, that you belong.
The simple and unchangeable truth is that no matter who you are, you belong.
Tú perteneces.
You belong.
You belong.